Hi everybody, so we are live at the Hippie Market. I'm here with my sister Ariana. She's helping me out for the day.
Hello.
She's already been like a huge help, so thank you.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, we already set up. I'm gonna show you guys my setup because it actually looks really sick. Alright, so here's the little sidewalk and there's our booth. I got the tent this time, which honestly makes the setup look so much better. Got the sign here, my carpet that I recently thrifted, little mirror. And then we got the racks on both sides, the table, and then this is honestly my favorite part. The jackets hanging here, it just like looks so good. It actually just opened, but we already made a sale, which is amazing. For one of my jackets, the dash down one, so great start to the day. Hopefully that's kind of like telling for how the rest of the day goes. I think it's lunchtime. What'd you get for us, girly?
Review?
Yeah, let's see.
I haven't even looked at it.
Oh,
Holy mama.
okay guys, we're like over an hour in. So far doing so good. I sold a bucket hat, some scrunchies, like we're doing amazing. So taking a little lunch break.
This is the best pizza I've ever had.
What's it called?
Body Ollie's.
Body Ollie's. Look at that burrito. Well deserved.
Hey guys, I'm fully infiltrating Alicia's vlog right now. I'm gonna take a tour because Alicia doesn't want to walk around right now. She wants to own her shop. And I'm gonna show you all my favorite pieces that I can't afford. Okay, so I bought this top because I kept coming back to it and it was still there and I wanted it really bad. And I was like, let me just do this for the vlog. So, happy Hippie Market Day. Let's get Alicia's live reaction.
Popped it.
Yeah, take a look.
Oh, that's actually so nice.
Right,
like
and look
felt.
at the tag. 90s, he was saying.
Made in Mexico, not in the USA, but yeah, probably 90s.
Well, that's what he said.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Approved.
Okay, so checking in. It's now 3 o'clock, meaning we're about halfway through the day. And so far we've been doing amazing. Like, my expectations have been far exceeded, so very exciting. Okay, I've been doing super well. I already sold a couple Patrick bucket hats, so we still have a few left. And then sold a bunch of skirts. This is all I have for skirts. These long skirts have been like super popular, so I'm not surprised. Don't think I've sold a single pair of shorts, which is so odd because it is summer, but also I've noticed this trend like the last couple markets. Like people just don't really buy shorts that often, honestly, even online. So I'm like fully stocked.
Now that is my favorite item at the Hippie Market.
Priceless. Okay, so it is just past 5, meaning that we have less than an hour to go, so we're almost done for the day. It's been a good day.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Business has been booming all day long.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the end. Tearing everything down. Ariana, did we slay or did we slay?
We absolutely came and slayed.
Yeah, everything's packed up, so we're going home, and yeah, it was an amazing day. You guys will hear all about it in the next clip. I'm gonna let you guys know exactly how much money I made and pretty much everything I sold, so see you guys later. Alright guys, so it's been a few days now since the Hippie Market, so I've had time to kind of decompress and get my numbers together to figure out how much money I made. But before we get into that, I did just want to say that this hippie market was by far my best market of all time. It was honestly a huge success. I was really nervous going into it, especially because I decided to pay for the biggest spot, which I was really nervous about. I was like, did I make the right decision? I don't know. But it definitely ended up paying off. And overall, it was just honestly such a fun time. It's always so cool just to see all of my clothes in real life and see the setup and just see people kind of like looking through my clothes and like showing their friends. I don't know, it's just really cool. And there was a bunch of people who are just so sweet, like so nice. I don't know, I'm just like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, people are just like so nice. So that was amazing, made my day for sure. Couldn't have done it without Ariana. She was a huge help, like she did so much, so thank you so much to her. And of course, thank you to anyone who came by and either bought something or just looked through my shop. Like I said, it's just so cool to see people kind of like interacting with my clothes. And I even ended up meeting Threads Obsessed that day. If you guys watch my channel, I'm sure you already know who she is. But she was actually doing a pop-up in the city nearby, and I kind of had a feeling she was gonna come by at some point. So I was kind of keeping my eye out. So when I eventually spotted her, I was like, I have to go up and say hello. So that's what I did. It was really nice, got to chat with her. So overall, just an amazing day. But now let's get into the numbers. So I ended up selling 24 items, which is really good. If you guys watch my what sold videos, you would know that sometimes I only sell 24 items in an entire month. So to sell that in one day is amazing. Yeah, it was honestly so crazy. I was making sales every single hour. Even when I tried to kind of sneak away from the booth, just kind of like take a peek at the rest of the market, I had to keep coming back because there's so many people interested in stuff. So that was like amazing. So from those 24 items I sold, I actually ended up grossing $535, which is a lot of money for one day. And I honestly was not expecting that. But of course, that's not how much money I actually made because we do have quite a few expenses to consider. The first one being obviously the market fee. So you have to pay a fee to sell at these markets, and because I did go with the larger setup, it ended up costing me $175. So that was definitely the biggest expense of the day. The second biggest expense was, of course, my cost of goods. So how much each item ended up costing me. That ended up being around $97. So everything that I ended up selling cost me $97 to purchase. Then my third biggest expense was on food. We ended up spending $38 on that pizza, which is definitely really expensive, and I could have totally just gone with like a $10 Little Caesars pizza instead, but since I wasn't paying Ariana, I wanted to like, you know, be able to treat her that day, so I told her, you know what, just get whatever you want. And honestly, that pizza ended up being so good, I don't even regret it. Then of course, the next expense was gas, which ended up costing around $20 to go to Toronto and back. And then lastly, of course, parking. Parking ended up actually being really cheap at only $8. So meaning that at the end of the day, our grand total of how much money I actually ended up making was about $196. So still really good, but it definitely hurts knowing that, you know, we started at like 500. But that's just the cost of doing business, of course. And because it was basically like an 8-hour day, it means I made about $25 per hour, which is honestly really good. I did too want to calculate my average I made on each item, which is something I usually do in my what sold videos. So the average I made off of each item was about $10.30. Now, this is excluding the scrunchies just because they were kind of outliers. I only make $5 off of them, which is kind of on the cheaper end. And this is also excluding gas because I usually don't include gas in my what sold videos. So to kind of make it an even playing field, that's where I got my average from. And $10.30 is on my goal, but it's actually a little bit lower than what I've usually been averaging out recently, which was closer to like $15 to $20. So it really makes me think, going back and forth, like, are markets worth it? Because I'm technically making less money on an item per item basis while having to put in like way more work. But then again, I also sold way more items than I typically do in a month. So it's kind of a give and take there. And at the end of the day, I do think it's worth it, especially for all the exposure, all of the people that, you know, followed me afterwards, and just like the whole experience in general. I did want to say too that one of the advantages of selling at a market is that The stuff I sold at the market was honestly so different than what sells online. I feel like I sold so many like tops and stuff at the market, and I think the reason is because those are usually like my cheaper items, and people are a lot more likely to buy those in real life rather than spending, you know, extra money on shipping to buy them online. People online are more likely to buy kind of the more expensive items because once you add shipping to it, it's a little more worth it, if you know what I mean. So I was really happy to get rid of a lot of inventory that had been sitting in my online closet for so long. I'm not going to go into detail of like what exactly sold. You'll have to watch my what sold for July video that'll come out later this month. But yeah, I think it's really interesting the difference between what sells online versus what sells at markets. I sold a lot of tops, couple jeans, a lot of long skirts, and basically like no shorts. I think I ended up selling like one pair of shorts, which is so interesting considering it's summer. But yeah, I just thought I would add that in. But overall, I'm really happy with the outcome, and honestly kind of relieved that this market went so much better than my last one. But I think for next time, I might actually end up going with the smaller spot, only because I feel like even though I brought pretty much everything I had, I feel like I just did not have enough inventory for it to be worth it, because the more inventory you have, obviously the more sales you're gonna make, and I think I just didn't have quite enough to kind of like sustain it. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So next time might be a little more chill with just one rack, you know, definitely gonna be a lot easier to set up, a lot less work, and we'll see how well we do with that one. If there is a next time, at least for this summer, I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm gonna have to be doing a lot more thrifting this month because I have to basically replenish everything I sold. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little market vlog. I always like filming them just to like document the whole experience and look back on. But if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.